Hello everyone, it's Monika here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my Fancy Fold Craft Challenge. It's an open collaboration and you can join us if you want. So every 5th of each month we are sharing new Fancy Fold, and we also have a Facebook group where you can share your projects, and you can use a hashtag FFC Challenge 2023 to share your projects on any social media. I will put all the information below the video so you can have a look and check it out if you haven't heard about this challenge before. So I've got a group of ladies taking part each month. So we've got Katarina, Jenny, Denise, Sabine, Robin, Shirley, Monika, and Kerry. Kerry, she couldn't join us this month, but hop over to her channel as well to check out her other previous videos. So yes, let me jump into this video. So the fancy fold for this month is called Double Flap Fancy Fold Card, and I'm going to create 5x7 size. Of course, other ladies might be creating different sizes and different measurements. I watched 2 videos and I came up with my own measurements. Maybe because I love 5x7 card, and the ones I watched they were using US measurements, but I will try to include those 2 videos below so you can have a look as well. But I'm sure you're going to have plenty of inspiration from our fantastic team. So as you can see, I'm using peanuts. I'm going to use this paper pad. I prepared most of my elements. I also found this A5 washi tape sheets, and I didn't know that there are so many sheets inside. There are 4 sheets, and I was like looking at them and thinking, you know what, I'm going to save them. So what I did, I actually scanned them and print them off so I can have them and use them for many projects, not only this one. And then I selected those 2 stamps and dies, and I might use the hearts. I need some background stamps, so I will keep that one on the side because I might come back to this, putting that paper. But if there are any products available still on Craft World website, I'm going to include the links below, but let me just show you the card. So for the base, you basically need 3 pieces of card, and I'm going to tell you all the measurements. But before I will do that, I'm going to show you which card I'm using. So I'm using this 200 GSM because there are lots of layers and lots of elements to this card. It's not a difficult card, so I'm going to try to do it as slowly as I can. I'm going to put all the measurements on the screen as well, so you can pause for a moment and maybe you can craft along with me. So for the biggest piece, we need a card which measures 10 inches by 5, and we're going to score it at 7. So it will be like this. So it will be our 5x7 card. Then we need another piece of card. This is the second layer. This one measures 11.5 by 4 inches, and I'm scoring it at in the center at 5 3/4 inch. Again, we need to score it, fold it, and varnish it. So I'm putting that aside, and this piece will go in here. And now we need to put something at the front, and for the front we need a piece of card measuring 3 1/4 inch by 5.5. I hope you can see everything. And this one will go on the top. I know that it's a little bit wonky, but you will see everything once I do all the mats and layers. So let me put aside my scoreboard. So let me decorate this first layer. So I've got this pattern paper which measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Let me grab my glue and stick everything down. So as I said, we've got quite a few ladies taking part, and other people who are joining each month. Some of them, they are sharing projects on social medias like Instagram. Some of them are sharing on our Facebook group. You can do both ways. You can do only Facebook, or you can do only Instagram, or you can do both. It's all up to you. Then we need another piece to cover this, and this one measures 4 3/4 by 2 3/4 of an inch. So that's another. And as you can see, this card will be very colorful. I really like that apple green cardstock for my base, and I thought at first, I was looking at it and I was thinking maybe it's too much, but let's be brave with the colors this month. Then we've got this piece, which is like another folded card, and when you fold it down, it measures 4 inches by 5 3/4. Yes. So let me see if it's nicely scored. And for this, we need to decorate it. I'm going to put this pattern paper at the front, and I've got exactly the same sheet, so these are the same measurements. So this one measures 3 3/4 of an inch by 5 inches. So let me put that on the side here so you can still see that. Let me put this one on the front, and then we're going to put that white panel inside of our little card. On that white panel, you will have enough space to write your wishes, or you can decorate it even further, but I'm going to keep it quite simple because I still don't know who's going to receive that card. So now I'm going to put this panel, it's exactly the same measurement as the pattern paper, and this one will go inside. And once I will glue that down, I'm going to glue everything together. So that's why I said pick a card which is quite thinner, because as you can see, there's a lot of layers. So let me put it like so. And I want it to be, I hope you can see it, slightly to the bottom of my card, because it will, once we stand it up, it will kind of lean on this part. So let me just put the glue down. So tell me, how many of you joined our challenge before? Because I know there are quite a few of you who are trying the fancy folds each month, but some of you maybe are watching for the first time and thinking, what is it all about? It's just a fancy fold challenge, and it's such a nice way to try something new. Or maybe if you know particular fold, you can actually join us and remind yourself of that fancy fold. Maybe you haven't tried it for a very long time. Let me just make sure that this line is nice and crisp. I think I'm going to cover this part. So for the front, as I said, we've got this panel, the same color as our base, because it's part of that card base, which measures, as you can see, 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. And there's another panel which I'm going to use to put my embellishments, and this one measures 3 inches by 5 1/4. So let me put both of them together. This white panel is a little bit heavier. I think it's 300 GSM. I really needed something a little bit heavier for the front, and because I already had that scrap piece of paper. So let me do that, and let me push it to the side, and I will show you all the embellishments. So from that washi tape set, I picked the sentiment: you should start each day with a song in your heart, a gleam in your eye, and peace in your soul. I think it's such a beautiful sentiment, and I'm going to position it like so. I picked this flower as well, and now let me, I think I want to because it says about song and love and everything, so that's why I thought I will pick those two stamps, so those tiny hearts, and from the other set I'm going to pick those music notes, or maybe just music notes. Let me see how big they are. And we've got another heart as well here. So let me stamp it all over my panel. I'm not going to put those elements down just yet. I'm going to bring my Fine Clay and I'm going to, you know what, I usually use a stamping platform, so let me just test it on the side. Shall I use black or colorful? No, I think I will use black. So let me move it to the side, and I'm going to put that one down here. I like that. Maybe, I think I'm going to put only just music notes. I'm sorry. Let me just see this. Should I put those hearts as well? Let's see. I need to wipe that acrylic block a little bit. I think I will put it down here. Yeah. And maybe I will need to color it with something. I'm going to put it here. Oh yeah, I think that's enough, so I'm going to put it away later. Hopefully I'm not going to lose any of those bits and pieces. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the backing paper from my two elements, and I'm going to glue them down. And then I will look, because I forgot to prepare, or maybe I have got something which I can see above my desk, which I can use to color those two tiny, or a few tiny hearts. So as you can see, this card is almost finished. It's quite, as I said, it looks a bit scary. When I looked at that fancy fold, I thought, okay, that can be a bit challenging, but actually it's not at all, and it looks really nice. And I will show you that it stands up nicely, and you can use this for any occasions, and you can, depending on what kind of paper pads you're going to use, yeah, this one is done. And let me grab something to color those hearts. So I picked this tri-blend alcohol marker from Spectrum Noir, and I'm picking the light one. Hopefully I'm not going to mess it up. Oh yeah, it's a nice color. And I can add some shading, but I think what I could do, I could only let's try. Okay, I need to focus. Probably you know that I'm not into coloring as much as other people, and yeah, this looks good. Okay, so now I can bring everything down up to show you. I am just testing if it's standing up nicely. I'm going to put something heavier because I can see my corners are raising up a little bit. And now I'm going to position this one like so. So I need to know how much glue and up to where, which area I need to add the glue. I think that's more than enough. And because it's a liquid glue, it will stick down really nicely. Yeah, so that's my 5x7 double flap fancy fold card for June. So I hope you like this project. I really like it actually. Look at this. let me just stand it up, you can see that it's resting on that part. So that's why I said you need to adhere it a little bit lower so it will stand up nicely. And you've got this part. You can decorate this part because it's going to be hidden if you want, but if you've got lovely pattern paper you don't have to. And you can add something here and you can write your wishes. So this is really nice. I like that. What else? I'm not going to add anything else. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of glossy accent. So let me just bring that and see. I'm going to add those into the center of that flower, just to highlight the flower a little bit more. So you can see that it looks really, really nice. And I think I need some glitter glue because I love adding glitter glue. And I picked this diamond stickers. Just test it on the side and I'm going to add it to those hearts. Why not? But you have to be very careful not to press too much, because you just need a little bit, just a little bit sparkle, and it will look lovely. So yes, this is my card for this month. Let me know, what do you think about this card? Have you ever tried this fold? And of course hop over to other ladies to check out what they've created. Maybe they use different measurements, maybe they will be more appealing to you. So yes, hop over to other ladies. You're going to find all the links below the video. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing so you're not going to miss any new upcoming videos. And I've got a playlist for those fancy fold cards, and I've got a playlist full of peanuts projects as well, so check it out. I'm going to link them below and at the end so you can easily click on them and follow. So this is my card once again. Really nice card, and I hope you're going to create your own and share it with us with that hashtag for FFC Challenge 2023. So thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.